1,000-pound sisters, did Tammy and Amy pay for their trip to England? In the latest scenes from 1,000-pound sisters, Tammy and Amy Slaton are preparing for a big family trip to England. It's great content and an addition to the plot of this season of the family reality show, but many fans are wondering who will foot the bill. 1,000-pound sisters, Tammy and Amy Slaton are ready to go across the pond. It's not uncommon for various shows to incorporate family trips as part of the plot. It's easy to add content to complement the current storyline. Plus, it's a new angle for viewers to explore. Tammy Slaton's weight loss has allowed her to travel, something she hasn't been able to do for years. In that respect, it makes sense she would want to take the Slaton crew internationally and capture the shenanigans they'll no doubt get up to. Amy Slaton and Chris Combs dig into their family roots in the final scene of 1,000-pound sisters. Amy Slaton and Chris Combs consulted a genealogist to look into their family roots. Amy discovers that they are not related to any members of the British royal family, but experts show them that one of their relatives came from England in the 18th century and was a soldier in the War of Independence. This sets up a scene in 1,000-pound sisters for a big family trip to England, with everyone getting their passports sorted and ready to go. But one of the big questions fans have is who footed the bill for this expedition. 1,000-pound sisters, did Amy and Tammy Slaton foot the bill? Normally when it comes to a big trip like this, broadcasters such as will foot the bill from their production budget. However, in some cases, performers from various shows criticize the channel for being stingy. In some cases, the station covers the cost of accommodation, but the actors themselves have to cover travel, food, etc., or vice versa. Since this big trip to the UK is a big part of this season's 1,000-pound sisters storyline, viewers had a lot to say about it. One commenter said, "I come from relatively the same socioeconomic class as my siblings, but I can't imagine how they managed to buy a round-trip international flight to the UK so quickly, while still paying for accommodation and pocket money. Is that money they probably saved from the show? Or was it paid for?" Another commenter said, "Tammy can't afford to live in her own house, but she can get to the UK, she paid for the trip." Just like bringing up nonsense stories on other shows. 1,000-pound sisters star Tammy Slaton opens up about her new living situation after her incredible weight loss journey. Tammy Slaton of 1,000-pound sisters recently opened up about her new living situation after her incredible weight loss journey. Tammy was previously overweight and unhappy, weighing around 750 pounds, 318 kilograms, and not making much progress in improving her health. However, a major health scare opened her eyes and prompted her to seek help. Tammy spent about 2 years in a rehabilitation center in Ohio, after which she underwent weight loss surgery. The surgery allowed her to lose a total of over 500 pounds, 227 kilograms. Tammy can now walk unassisted and is considering having surgery to remove excess skin. Tammy returns to 1,000-pound sisters season 6 looking healthier than ever and ready to start a new life. In a recently shared preview clip, Tammy is shown finding the perfect place to live. She visited her brother Chris Combs' rundown house and seemed ready to move in. "I'm just one of those people who is really grateful and caring," Tammy said, and it seemed like Chris would also like to have his sister live in his house. However, an argument with his wife Brittany Combs over the kitchen renovation put Tammy in a bad mood. "I feel like this is the right place for me, but I don't want them to argue," Tammy told the camera. What Tammy Slaton's new home means for life after the makeover. Tammy is excited to live independently. Tammy has been through the ups and downs of life. From struggling to lose weight to dealing with the death of her husband Caleb Willingham. In 2024, Tammy was able to forget about her past tragedies and focus on herself. Although her brother's house was not in a very good condition, she is grateful to have her own home. Tammy enjoys the freedom to move around and do household chores and feels that her brother's house is the perfect place for her to continue progressing and staying active. Tammy moves into her brother's house, which shows her strong bond with him. At the same time, it also shows that she is finally ready to live independently and doesn't need to depend on others. She was unable to complete basic tasks, which affected her mental health. For years, Tammy has sought help from her family. She's ready to face challenges while living in her brother's home. Now that Tammy can walk, she is ready to live on her own. It'll be interesting to see where Tammy's journey takes her in the next 2 years. Our take on Tammy Slaton's new living situation. Tammy's financial situation is a cause for concern. It's wonderful to see Tammy excited about living on her own. However, her choice to live in a dilapidated home raises concerns about her financial situation. Ideally, Tammy should have enough money from reality TV by now to afford a new place to live. It's disappointing that she had to rely on her brother to rescue her from financial problems. Since Tammy has been on TV for nearly 5 years, it's somewhat surprising that she doesn't own a home where she can live peacefully. It's sad that the £1,000 Sisters star had to turn to her family for help.